Hi there, Jody.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Well, everything's all safe down here. Let's go upstairs. Your hand with him isn't too heavy.
No, I can manage fine.
Well, on our way to the children's department once again. Okay, it's clear. The customers have all gone home now.
Hocus, Alan,
Today's
go get
special, it's for everyone. Today's special, come join in the fun. With magic everywhere,
a world for us to share.
and friendly faces, hoping that you want to meet us there. For today's special, it's about to appear, it's about to appear. Today's special, shout it loud and clear. Today's special.
Today's special is flight.
Jeff, Sam, here I am.
Hey, Dirt and Dive bombers. That was Muffy up in that thing, I think.
I couldn't tell.
It's me.
Well, it is Muffy. Oh, but that big bird's carrying her away. Sam, Jody, we've got to help her.
It's not a big bird, Jeff. It's a radio-controlled airplane.
Ooh.
Kind of a toy for grown-ups, I guess you could call it. Okay, Muffy, have you had enough of flying?
Ready to land at your command.
See, Jeff, I'm operating it with this. It's a radio, and it's sending signal to the airplane. Right now, it's telling it to come in very carefully.
Let's move
I
back,
want
Jeff.
Muffy to have a good, smooth land.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Are you okay, Muffy?
Yes, thank you, Jeff. I feel fine. That airplane ride was just divine.
what's all this for anyway, Jody?
Well, Muffy was helping me set up a flight display for today's special, and she told me she'd never flown in a plane before. So I thought I'd introduce her to flying.
I've never flown in a plane either. I wonder what it feels like.
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it, Sam?
Well, I don't know.
Don't tell me you don't like flying.
Oh, I'm sure I would. It's just that, I haven't really done any more flying than Jeff has.
Sam, a man of your experience, and you have never flown in a plane before?
Well, I always wanted to fly, but somehow I...
Oh, don't worry. I'll show you what it's like.
Well, what are you doing there, Jody?
I confess, I can't guess.
You'll see. Sam, come on over here and sit in this chair, and Jeff, you sit here.
Over there.
Now, you're not going to make these
Okay.
chairs fly with
Get
that
into the
box,
wing.
are you, Jody?
No, Jeff, that only works for the airplane. Come on, Sam.
All right, now what do you have up your sleeve,
I
Jody?
just want you to sit in this chair, and both of you use your imaginations. I'm going to describe a
this chair
plane
here,
ride to you.
Yeah.
I'm your captain, Jody. Welcome aboard. Just sit down in your seats now and buckle your belt. Prepare for the greatest thing that you've ever felt. Lean back as the airplane moves slowly down the runway and feel what it's like to be traveling the fun way. This is what it is to fly. This is what it is to fly up high, to soar up in the air without a thought or care, to glide above the clouds in the sky. Now the airplane moves faster and still faster yet. And then comes the moment you'll never forget. The engines are loud, oh, you've never heard such roaring. And then in an instant, suddenly you're soaring. You're up above the ground, you can feel your heart pounding. Higher than the houses and trees.
It's okay, Sam.
And looking down below, the higher up you go, the people are as tiny as fleas. Oh, and this is what it is to fly. This is what it is to fly up high, to soar up in the air without a thought or care, to glide above the clouds in the sky. Oh, this is what it is to fly. This is what it is to fly up high, to soar up in the air without without a thought or care, glide above the clouds in the sky. To fly, to fly. Oh, this is what it is to fly.
Oh, oh, that was wonderful, Jody. I mean, it was just like we were really flying. Oh, wasn't it, Sam?
Oh, where'd Sam go?
I
Sam?
saw him leave a moment ago, but where he went, I really don't know.
Well, he probably had to get back to work doing his rounds.
I guess so.
Speaking of work, I have got a lot to do.
I'll help you.
Oh, great, Jeff, thanks. Where are you going, Muffy?
I'm going to take off this old pilot's hat. I'll be back to help you in 2 seconds flat.
And who says that mice can't fly?
A plane, a butterfly, and a dog. Do you know which one doesn't fly? The dog? Well, let's see. Does a plane fly? It has wings, and look, it flies. Butterflies have wings. Beautiful wings. Do butterflies fly? Oh, yes, they do. Now, the dog doesn't have wings. It has legs. So, dogs don't fly. You were right.
For my plane ride, I dressed the way flight pilots dress. But the goggles and hat made my hair look a mess. If pilots wear hats like this up in the air, then probably most pilots have messy hair.
Jody, can people fly?
You mean all by themselves without a plane or anything?
Well, could you fly? Or could I fly?
No, unfortunately. But it'd be nice if we could.
Why can't we?
Because you need some kind of wings to fly.
Like a bird has.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Ever since people have seen birds, they've tried to imitate them.
By flapping their arms?
Yeah, exactly. They tried all kinds of things, but not with any luck. And then somebody invented an airplane. See, it has wings like a bird and a tail like a bird's tail feathers.
Yeah, but it doesn't flap its wings like a bird does.
No, but the wings are shaped the same as a bird's. And when the plane gets going fast enough, the wings lift it up into the sky.
Oh, I see. I mean, at least I think I see. Jody, can paper fly?
No, it can't. No.
Oh, I guess I didn't see it then.
See what?
Well, are you sure paper can't fly?
Yes, I'm sure. Why?
Well, you see, I've just seen 2 pieces of paper fly by.
Uh-oh. I think our favorite trickster is behind this. Come on, Muffy, where are you?
I wasn't by myself this time. I had a partner in this crime.
Yep, I must confess, I helped Muffy this time. I was the only one who knew how to make a paper airplane.
Oh, is that what they were?
They're pretty good, Sam.
Well, I'm kind of an expert. See, the trick is to make sure it's properly balanced so that it'll fly straight. And you have to be careful not to throw them carelessly, because the pointy end could hurt you.
Oh, gee, for somebody who's never been flying, you seem to know an awful lot about flight and planes.
Well, I've always wanted to fly, but somehow oh my, leaping lizards. Look at the time. Gotta go and do my rounds. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Oh my.
What on earth is wrong with Sam? Are you as puzzled as I am?
Yes, I am. That's the second time he's done that.
Well, maybe he feels badly about not having flown.
You know, Jeff, I think you've got a point there.
I think so, too. But what can we do?
Well, why don't we arrange for Sam to go flying?
Can we do that?
Sure. I know a place where you can rent a plane with a pilot, and they'll take you flying. I'll call up and see if I can arrange for it tomorrow.
Great.
But let's keep it a secret till we know for sure.
That's the answer, and I'm glad. I don't like seeing Sam so sad.
Mac was one of the busiest bush pilots around. He flew people in and out of the forest or bush, and he delivered mail and supplies to the people who lived in the countryside. But his most important job was to report any fires he saw in the bush. Mac loved being a bush pilot, mostly because he loved flying. He loved flying so much, he learned to do acrobatics in the air. He would fly upside down or do loop-the-loop, especially when he had passengers with him. They'd turn the funniest shade of green. All the people in the countryside knew when Mac was flying by. They'd look up, and there he'd be, spinning and diving, leaving a trail of smoke behind him. "There goes Mac again," they'd say with a laugh. I'd like to see the look on that passenger's face. One day, Mac was flying a businessman into the bush for a meeting when suddenly he noticed a trail of smoke coming out of Fowler's forest. "We've got trouble," shouted Mac. "Looks like a fire in Fowler's forest. Better radio the forest ranger." So Mac turned on his radio to send a message, but nothing happened. Mac tried it again with no luck. "The power's dead in the radio." "What are you going to do?" asked the businessman. "You'll see. Just hold on tight," warned Mac. Suddenly, Mac started diving and spinning and turning the plane. "Mac, Mac," shouted the businessman whenever he could catch his breath. "This is an unusual time for acrobatics. Shouldn't you be doing something about the fire?" "I am," shouted Mac, and he continued twisting and turning the plane. Down on the ground, the people of the countryside started watching Mac's acrobatics. "Mac's really showing off today," they said. "Look at him go." Then one of them said, "Wait a second. He's doing something different. I think Mac is spelling a word." They all continued to watch, and sure enough, in a few minutes, Mac had spelled a message out in smoke. It said, "Fire in Fowler's forest." Of course, all the people immediately hopped into their trucks and drove to Fowler's forest to put the fire out. And so, Fowler's forest was saved, thanks to the courage of Mac.
Oh, Muffy, I did it. It's all arranged. Tomorrow I'm going to take Sam flying for the first time in his life. I arranged for a pilot to take us up for a whole hour.
An hour of flying? What a thrill. Sam will love it. I know he will.
Oh, I know. I can hardly wait to tell him. We'll tell him the next time that we see him.
My, what colorful kites. One purple kite, one yellow kite, and one orange kite. Do you know which kite is the highest? Let's figure this out. High, higher, highest. So the purple kite is the highest. Is that what you said? I thought so.
You know, if I can just get my teeth into it. Oh, hi there. I have a riddle for you. What flies on a string and gets tangled up easily? What's that? What? Did you say a kite? Jeff, does that sound like the right answer to you?
Boy, these kites can sure sneak up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good thing you came along when you did, Sam. You're the knot expert. I would have been stuck with that tangled mess all night.
Well, what are friends for, Jody?
While our friend undoes Jeff's ties, we can tell him our surprise.
Oh, good idea, Muffy.
Surprise? What surprise?
Well, we all know that you've never been flying before.
Yeah. I always wanted to fly, but somehow I...
Well, Sam, tomorrow's your big chance.
What?
Uh-huh.
Isn't it wonderful, Sam? Jody made all the arrangements. You're going flying for a whole hour.
Oh, my...
What do you think, Sam?
Oh, ticking timepieces. Look at the time here. I better go and do my rounds. Excuse me, Muffy.
But wait a minute, Sam. What am I supposed to do with all this mess?
Now what are we going to do?
I think this is a perfect time for a little nursery rhyme.
Flying man, up in the sky. Where are you going to, flying so high? Over the mountains and over the sea. Flying man, can't you take me? What a beautiful tree we have here. Look at the pretty flowers. Wait, those aren't flowers. They're butterflies. Can you count how many butterflies are in the tree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. Now, what would happen if 2 of those butterflies flew away, how many would be left? Did you say 3? Oops. There goes one butterfly now. And there goes another one. Now, let's see how many are left. 1, 2, 3. You were right. If you have 5 butterflies and 2 fly away, you have 3 butterflies left.
I wish I could fly like a butterfly. Butterfly, butterfly, why do you flutter by? Please stop and tell me why I can't fly. If I could fly, I'd fly so high above the fields, above the trees. I'd catch and ride a good strong breeze and race a wind-blown cloud with ease if I could fly. If I could fly up in the sky, I'd soar above the mountain tops. I'd land for just a few short stops at carnivals and candy shops if I could fly. If I could fly, I'd never question why. I would simply use my gift to give myself a lift. If I could fly, I'd wave goodbye to all the people down below. I'd find a far-off place to go, and I would soon be back, I know, if I could fly. But though I try, I know I'll never fly. So butterfly, tell me why I can't fly. I can't fly like a butterfly. Oh, tell me why I can't fly. I can't fly like a butterfly, like a butterfly.
Sam, are you up here?
Yeah, Jody, I'm over here.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Sam. What are you doing up here all by yourself?
Oh, nothing. Just kind of looking at the stars, you know.
Oh, they're really beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I sit with you?
Oh, not at all, Jody. You're always good company.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel the same way about you, Sam. We're really old friends, aren't we?
Yeah, we're good old friends.
Yeah. And that's how I know when something's bothering you. There's been something bothering you all day.
Well, it's just that you shouldn't have made those plans for us to go flying, you know?
Well, we were just trying to make you feel better.
Yeah.
You kept walking around saying, oh, I always wanted to go flying, but somehow I...
Yeah, but you never let me finish, see?
What do you mean?
Well, if you would have let me finish, then what you would have heard me say is, I always wanted to go flying, but somehow I could never get the nerve up.
Sam, do you mean you're afraid to fly?
Shh. I'd rather you didn't let the others hear about that. Keep it under your hat, I'd appreciate it. I mean, I've always talked about, you know, all the experiences I've had and everything, and it'd be kind of embarrassing if they knew.
Sam, you don't have to be embarrassed about being afraid. Everybody's afraid of something.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Well, at least until they find a good reason not to be.
Well, if you're suggesting that I have to go flying before I cannot be afraid of it, then, well, I don't think I can, Jody, you know.
Oh, Sam, did I ever tell you what I used to be afraid of?
No. What?
You promise you won't tell Muffy?
Don't tell me you were afraid of mice, Jody.
That's right.
Well,
at least until I met Muffy, and then I realized there's nothing to be afraid of.
Imagine that. Big you afraid of little mice.
Yeah. I'm afraid of other things, too, but, you know, there's one thing I've always found.
What?
Well, somehow when you're with a friend, those things don't seem nearly so scary.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It is. Sometimes I'm scared by the silliest things.
Yeah, like what?
Dark windy evenings, bumblebee stings.
Oh, yeah.
A big bolt of lightning, a knock on the door.
Yeah.
I've even been scared by a creak in the floor. Why I'm afraid of them, I've never known. But I'm only afraid of them when I'm alone.
No.
When you're with me, I'm not afraid of anything.
Well,
And I know I'll handle anything.
I know you can.
Yeah? Oh, when you're with me, when you're with me,
Me?
when you're with me, my darkest fears just melt away. And
Well,
every day's a sunny day. Oh, when you're with me, when you're with me, you know what?
what?
You cancel every fear for me.
Oh, boy.
Huh? You know how? Just by being near to me.
Oh, gosh.
So I want you to be here
Yeah. Sorry.
every day.
Every day?
That's right, Sam. Every day.
Well, when you're with me,
Yeah, what?
I know I'll handle anything.
Bet you can.
Why, I'm not afraid of anything.
Good for you.
When you're with me, when you're with me,
When you're with me,
well,
whatever problem faces us, we'll conquer it without a fuss. When you're with me, when you're with me. Okay, Sam, so what do you think about going flying?
Well, I have always wanted to fly, you know, Jody, and
Yeah? So are you with me?
jumbo jets. If you're with me, what is there to be afraid
Oh,
of,
when
hey?
you're with me, Sam.
When you're with me,
Oh,
when you're with me.
Yeah,
Oh, you're with me, Jody.
When you're with me.
When you're with me, when you're with me, when you're with me.
When you're with me,
Ooh,
we'll
you're
handle
with me.
anything.
When you're with me.
Come on, Sam, why don't we go tell the others? Let's go. And we'll conquer it without a fuss. Even though there's just the two of us.
When you're with me,
Every day's a sunny day.
that's
You chase all the clouds
you
away.
and me.
Yeah, when you're with me, you're with
When
me.
you're with me.
Sam, when you're with me. Yeah, when you're with me.
Fly. Listen closely. Fly and sky. Do they rhyme? Right, they do. Fly and day. Do they rhyme? No, fly and day don't rhyme. How about fly and high? They sure do. So the only word that doesn't rhyme with fly is day. Fly, sky high, all rhyme. Bye-bye.
I looked here and I looked there, but Sam just wasn't anywhere.
Yeah, I hope Jody finds him. He seems so upset about something.
We thought our plan would bring him cheer. Instead, it made him disappear.
Look, everybody, look who I found. The future flying expert himself, Captain Sam Crenshaw.
Yep, Jody and I are going up tomorrow morning at 1000 hours. That's airplane talk for 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to thank all of you for being just about the best friends anyone ever had.
Well, we're just glad to see you back to your old cheerful self again, Sam.
Mhm.
And we know you're going to love flying.
If you're flying in our view, Jeff and I will wave to you.
That's a deal, Muffy. We'll try and get the pilot to fly over the store. Okay, Jody?
Yeah, it's fine with me. But right now, we better get our work finished, Sam, or we'll never make it to the airport in time.
Oh, I guess you're right. But I don't know how I can wait until tomorrow.
Oh, just think, Sam. Bright and early tomorrow morning, you'll be ready to climb into that airplane and fly.
Yeah.
Here we are, Sam. How do you feel?
Oh, fine. Gosh, it's 10 o'clock already? Time sure flies.
Come on, don't tell me you've changed your mind.
Oh, no. It's just that, well, I have some clothes that I really ought to wash out and everything, and,
Sam, come on. Remember last night when you're with me, remember?
Yeah. Well, come on, let's get this over with.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Jody. Let's get aboard and always be careful of the propeller.
Don't you worry. I'm gonna stay well clear of that, I bet.
Sam, I think you're going to enjoy this.
Oh, I knew it. Oh, boy, this looks terrific. There you go. Comfy.
Yeah, fine, thank
Let me
you.
get in the front here. Boy, look at all these dials.
They tell you how fast you're going, how high you are, what direction you're going, and how much fuel you have.
And when Brian pulls back on the steering control, we go up. And when he pushes it forward, we go down. And you can move to the left or the right, too. Pilots are really careful. They check their planes constantly.
Okay, you all set?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, a little nervous, you know.
How do you feel now, Sam?
With a pilot like Brian, I feel just great, Jody. Just great. Hey, all right. This is terrific, Jody. Terrific. This is more fun than anything.
Sam was interested in the whole experience. His fear disappeared. He wanted to know how high we were flying and how far the plane could travel. Then he became excited by the view. He was having a great time. It was really breathtaking.
Gosh, look how tiny everything looks down there. Oh, hey, don't forget we promised to wave to Jeff and Muffy.
Gee, I hope they can see us. I bet they can. Really, I bet they can.
Hello down there. We're flying.